Alright guys, so I'm in the middle of a back and bis workout. It's about 10 minutes before the gym closes, so I have to make this fast. I'm trying to be quiet because I never recorded in front of someone, so I'm just going to teach you guys how to do two things right now. It's going to be a hammer curl and then a bicep curl. They're good for really anybody. They actually work both parts of your biceps, so you have the short head, which is along the inside of your chest, which is worked by a hammer curl, and that gives you thickness on your bicep. And then you also have the long head, which is along the outside, closer to your tricep, and that's what gives you a peak to your bicep. So when you flex, it's what's the peak, and then the short head, when you flex, is what gives it the thickness right there. So I'm going to show you two exercises that work that individually. So another thing is, since you guys are probably beginners, the best idea for this is to be seated, because a lot of people this camera doesn't really do me justice. So what I was saying is a lot of people like to swing when they're doing bicep curls. So it's better if you're starting out doing this to be seated, because when you're seated, there's less chance of you throwing it backwards. And basically what that's doing is it's hurting your spine. I mean, you're putting so much pressure on throwing it backwards and stuff like that. You want to be absolutely still, and you want to let your bicep do all of the work, all the contractions. So this is what it looks like. So first I'm going to demonstrate a hammer curl. A hammer curl is, make sure your arms stay straight the whole entire time. So ready, watch my, all the way up to your chest, touch your chest and down. And then you alternate both sides. It's better to alternate both sides because it's more focus. I mean, you can focus on which arm instead of doing both. And when you do both, you have more tendency to swing backwards. And I mean, swing backwards, it does nothing. You're working your shoulders, if anything. So that's a hammer curl. I'll do a few of them so you guys can really see what I'm doing. So I'm staying seated, my back is straight, I'm retracting my scapula, I'm going up to my shoulder and down, up, squeeze the bicep, down, up, squeeze the bicep, down, up, squeeze the bicep, and down. I'll face you so you can see it better. So it's up, squeeze, down, up, squeeze, down, up, squeeze, down, up, squeeze, down. What that's working is, again, the short head of your bicep. So it's right here when you flex, it's the thickness. So that is called a hammer curl. Next is your basic alternating dumbbell curl. Most of you should know how to do this, and ladies, you can also do this too. It's not just a guy's exercise. I mean, girls like to have nice arms too, so you guys can also do these exercises. So the next one is an alternating bicep curl, and again, you don't want your elbow to move at all, so you just want to alternate. You go all the way up. You can squeeze at the top. It puts more blood into your muscle, gives you a better pump. It's called the isometric contraction. So this is what these look like from the side. You're gonna go up, and when you get right about here, you're gonna twist, and you're gonna squeeze at the top. So it's almost like you want to throw your pinky basically to, I guess, the outer of your chest. Ready? So you're gonna go up, but right here, alternate, throw the pinky right to the chest. Same with this side, go up halfway, alternate, pinky to the chest. Make sure your scapula stays retracted, and that's basically you're pinching. So when I say your scapula is retracted, that means pretend someone's putting their finger right behind your back. You're gonna squeeze it. You're gonna push your shoulder blades together and you're gonna squeeze it. So that means your scapula is retracted, all right? So you're gonna retract your scapula, go up, and then you're gonna turn back on the way down, up, turn back on the way down, up, turn back on the way down, up, turn back on the way down, okay? And you can do a bunch of different things. You can pause it at the top, you can squeeze it. And basically what that's gonna do is it's gonna give you more of a contraction. I mean, the more contraction that you have, the better. And also, I didn't want to forget, don't just put your ego aside, don't use a heavy weight, because when you're going up, if you're using too much of a heavy weight, it's just gonna rip down on you. So make sure you don't let the dumbbell just fall. So what these are called is, this is your concentric contraction. That's when your bicep or your muscle is shortening. And then also this is a contraction when you're going down. There's just as much tension on your bicep as when you were to be going up. So both of them are gonna help you significantly.